Okay, so here we have another false flag YouTube video of Wing Chun, and this is actually put up in 2015. It's the earliest one I can find, and it's from a YouTuber named Judo Guy. So the chances of this particular person being Judo Guy being involved in some kind of competition or some demonstration between Kung Fu and boxing is going to be slim. And on top of that, in the description, you don't see either one of these fighters' names. On top of that, you don't see either one of these fighters' schools or anything about them. You just literally have the title, Wing Chun versus Boxing, at the top. So we're just going to assume that it's Wing Chun by the title. And here we go. I've already seen this fight 100,000 times. There's no Wing Chun in it. But let's go ahead and take a look at this fight. Alright, so right off the bat, this guy is like playing around and he's tippy-toeing. Not Wing Chun. There's no Wing Chun in here. Those are not Wing Chun punches. His elbows. Look at his elbows. I don't even know what that was. I know the guy's bigger than him. I really think this is some kind of Taekwondo. I really do. I think this guy's using some kind of Taekwondo. He's throwing chamber side punches. He's not throwing Wing Chun punches. I mean, look at that. Those are not Wing Chun punches, guys. Okay, look now. I want you to check this out, guys. I want all my Chunners to look at this. Look, he's not rooted. Look, he's on his tippy toes. He comes in. There is no Wing Chun. No Wing Chun in here, dude. All right, so you're going to tell me that this so-called instructor, who's in the black, and you're going to tell me that this guy has, let's say he has 8 years in Wing Chun. All right, which would be a minimum for a good instructor. Let's say he has 8 years. So you're going to tell me that he spent 8 years of his life telling his students not to do what you see him doing here, tippy-toeing. You're telling me that for 8 years, he's talking about grounding, lowering the body, bringing the weight down, getting in a stance, getting in a proper guard, having the hands up, and he's yelling at his students this entire time for 8 years, and you're telling me that he's going to get into a fight with another dude and break everything. Are you retarded? I don't believe that this guy is Wing Chun at all. I'm just saying. I am telling you this, the earliest edition of this, the earliest recording of this on YouTube is from 2015 from a YouTuber named Judo Guy. He's the one that labeled it Wing Chun versus Boxing. He gives no description of the names of either one of these fighters. I would love to talk to either one of these fighters or somebody that knows these fighters. Hell, it's all over YouTube. Now, judging from the background, this looks like it may have taken place in an Asian country because a lot of people here are Asian. So maybe this was in China, and a lot of China and Russian YouTube is blocked out from American YouTube, so a lot of our stuff they can't see, and vice versa. That we can't even get news networks and things like that, even on the internet. A lot of Americans are not aware of this. There's a ton of material in other countries that America blocks, and vice versa. So there's a good chance that even though this is all over YouTube in America and has millions and millions of views and it's been copied, that these two fighters may have never even seen it. But if you know either one of these fighters and you're watching this, put in the comments below their names, their schools, and so on, please. I don't see any Wing Chun here, guys. But let's keep watching. Okay, now did you see that kick, guys? Not a Wing Chun kick. Come on, man. This is Taekwondo. Alright, now I want you to look at this. Now, yeah, I know that the red t-shirt guy kind of manhandles him. But before he even gets hit and kind of manhandled and pushed back, he is coming into this taller guy standing up. No Wing Chun does that. Watch it, watch it, watch it. Hey, look at him. He is up on his tippy toes. And the guy in red is barely touching his face. Watch this. There's no Wing Chun here. Zero Wing Chun. Let's try and get him to back up a little bit. He's starting to think, oh shit. Hey, and now he's not done that bad so far, but it gets worse. This guy's a bad fighter, but he's not using Wing Chun, guys. Man, come on now. Come on. Look at this again. You're telling me this is Wing Chun? What do we call this? The Rising Dragon hidden fallacy? Because that's what it is. Guys, if you believe this guy's Wing Chun, you're just not. You're just gullible. I mean, if you believe this guy's Wing Chun, you're probably the same people that believe that you know, those pastors selling the holy water can cure cancer and AIDS and everything else. And you know, I would like you to go ahead and send a donation of $20 and just go ahead and send it to me. And you know, I'll give you a special glass of water in the mail, and if you drink it, it'll cure cancer. You know. I mean, you know, for $20, you're getting a cure for AIDS, you're getting a cure for cancer. You know, some of you all, you know, may have caught cooties, or, you know, I don't know what you caught. Some of you all are just like touching each other, a little funny when you're doing your judo and jiu-jitsu. I was a jiu-jitsu guy for years. You know, I was never manhandling somebody and tickling their fancy, but, you know, some of you all caught something, so you all believe that this guy's Wing Chun. So you send me some money, and I'm going to send you a bottle of water that will cure whatever's wrong with you. You got cancer? Hey, it'll cure it. You know what I'm saying? It's blessed by the 8 immortals. Okay. Yeah, that's just a totally made up thing in Chinese history. But you'll believe it because, you know, it's on YouTube. I mean, you'll believe it because, you know, it's on YouTube, just like you believe this guy's a Wing Chun guy. Zero cheese out there. All right, look at this guy's punches, man. He is doing some form of Taekwondo. The guy in black, look at his elbows. Watch his chambered side punches. That's not Wing Chun. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Chambered side punches. Now, look, man. Look at this. I get that if you're in Wing Chun, you can do other things. I get that, because I'll throw hooks too. I'll throw really fancy kicks that are not in Wing Chun. But I'm still going back to Wing Chun when I'm fighting. You can still see Wing Chun in my sparring, in my fighting, in my training, whether it's light, whether it's harder. You can still see that I'm doing Wing Chun. This guy, zero Wing Chun. I wouldn't look now, guys. I wouldn't knock him if he was using Wing Chun and then did stuff like this. But he's not using Wing Chun. I wouldn't. Show me some Wing Chun on YouTube, guys. You can't. The majority of these are not Wing Chun. And this is just another case in point. This guy's about to eat a fist, too. And this is funny. This is funny right here. So if you're tired of me ranting, yeah, this is working right here. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Ate it. Now look, I get it, guys. Okay, look, he's just a bad fighter, but he's not using Wing Chun. Now we should still respect both of these people. So I want to know who these people are. I want to know what school this guy's from. And so you're telling me that this is an instructor. He's not a student. He's an instructor of Wing Chun, according to the judo guy who posted it. So you're telling me that this guy has spent years training other people, giving them the Wing Chun principles, the Wing Chun theories, the Wing Chun rules, making sure that they're doing their grounded footwork properly, they're doing their steps properly, they're doing their stance and rooting properly, that when they're combative sparring and the other guy's pushing another guy, that they're properly filling the energy and counteracting the energy in a proper way, whether they're doing a soft style or hard style. And you're telling me this guy's doing all this and then he's just going to throw it all out the window in one fly and he's just going to do whatever. Really? Really? Look, here's the point. If you're going to use Wing Chun against boxing and you're going to lose, let's say you already know you're going to lose, at least use Wing Chun. Now, I've tried to see what this says. And I just can't make out his t-shirt, guys. It looks like it says university, doesn't it? It looks like it says university. So maybe it's not even his school. Yeah, that does. It kind of looks like university. Anyways, let me know who these guys are. That I want to know who this Wing Chun guy is, and his. I want to know his school lineage and who in the hell taught him, because he threw everything out, guys. This is getting retarded. There's no Wing Chun here, none. Okay, so this is some commentary from Fight Science on this same fight. So for those of you who are out there saying, "Oh, but Brian, you're only making excuses, and you're just saying it's not Wing Chun," no. I tried to look this guy up everywhere. I even tried to look up the boxer. I can't find either one of their names. When zooming in and using Photoshop to zoom in on his T-shirt that we see here, the black guy, or I mean not the black guy, but the black T-shirt guy, you can't see what that symbol says and what it's about. So I couldn't even track down these fighters' names. So basically, this is some kind of amateur sparring where they're in some kind of. I don't think it's a competition. I think that this was some kind of event, and this was a random thing. So basically, this got recorded and uploaded in YouTube as Wing Chun versus Boxer. So the only reason that anybody assumes this is Wing Chun is by the title. But just for the people out there that think that I am just making excuses, let's hear what the commentator says from Fight Science, who is a Wing Chun expert.
You have to control the distance to be successful. That said, his first mistake was that he didn't hold his ground. He allowed the boxer to back him up. In essence, the boxer held the centre ground. He held the centre of the ring, or in this case the mat. The second mistake is a lack of footwork and stance.
Now, did you hear that? Now, aside from the first point is he's basically breaking all Wing Chun principles. Okay, so he's agreeing with me. His second is this guy has no Wing Chun footwork. No stance, no footwork. But let's keep listening.
Sifu doesn't have a clear stance. He switches on the spot, neither moving forward or backwards. This makes it difficult to fire convincing punches defensively to protect space and offensively
Look at him
to set up
around,
combinations. Man. Now the final mistake I'm going to highlight is timing. In this case, the lack of timing. Timing is everything in a fight, regardless of what martial.
One of the reasons why the timing fails here is because the guy's not even doing Wing Chun. When you correctly attack with Wing Chun, it does defend against many different attacks. And you can actually watch this in slow-mo, and you can see where this guy isn't doing Wing Chun. He's throwing chambered side punches as if he was Taekwondo or karate, or maybe he's even a kickboxer. But I agree the timing was terrible. It was beyond terrible. It was like this guy's never trained a day in his life with Chi Sao on timing.
Like you train. It's no different in Wing Chun. In this bout, the Wing Chun master punches first, which allows the boxer to counter over the top. Consistently leading not only defeated the objective of the contest, but failed to recognise the fact that the boxer was counter-punching the straight punch.
I just want to say he wouldn't have been hit like that had he had Man Sao Wu Sao up or came in with any kind of Wing Chun punch. He had his hands down. He was completely open. I'm glad he ate a fist. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump to my next point. Everybody's like, well, but, making excuses and giving what ifs. Okay, so let's fast forward a little bit to this video. And the narrator of Fight Science is actually fighting this guy, and his name is John McDermott, and he's an English heavyweight boxing champion in 2014. So let's look at his stance. First of all, he's in a proper Wing Chun footwork. Even though I would say his elbow's out just a little bit, but he's just done a move, so we can't really bash him on that. His waist and he's center to center, face to face. He's doing Wing Chun principles. So why is it that this guy on the first still starts off by doing several Wing Chun principles and footwork, and this other guy that we saw fighting this boxer couldn't do anything?
So what are the takeaways from this case study?
Now, look at this, man. Look at how he's throwing his hands up. He's got a guard in front. I mean, man. So this guy right here, I mean, I know he's light sparring, guys. I'm not stupid. I know they're light sparring, but the the black English guy is the one who's narrating for Fight Science. He is a Wing Chun instructor. I would consider him a Wing Chun expert. And he's doing Wing Chun here.
Well, to remind you, the right move at the wrong time is the wrong move.
Now, the only thing I would say is it's okay for him not to have his hands up when he's bouncing around like this. This is what we call transitioning. And then you want to regain your balance. So I haven't even seen this. So I don't know what's going to happen next. But in Wing Chun, we're taught that when we're not doing a Wing Chun stance and proper technique, we regain it. So let's see what he does next.
Control of the...
Okay, so he goes right back into a stance. He's going forward. And look, he's already doing a Pak. He's doing a Pak there. He's done a head bob to weave a little bit. I don't know what his other hand's doing right now. So he literally went from not doing Wing Chun and backing up and dodging and parrying, which is okay, to regaining himself back into Wing Chun. Why is it that I'm sitting here watching this guy do Wing Chun, but the guy before this, the Chinese guy fighting the boxer, didn't do a lick of Wing Chun?
The center must be achieved by...
Now, I know he's bobbing and weaving and they're playing around, and that's okay. That's fine. You don't have to stay in Wing Chun nonstop, all right? That's the beauty of it. But he's still using Wing Chun to light spar against this other boxer.
By controlling distance, using appropriate
Still Wing Chun.
And
the only thing I would say about him is at points like this, he should have his hands out a little bit. The reason he's not is because he feels safe by the distance. So let's just ignore that for right now, okay?
Picking your punches carefully. Under those conditions, he couldn't possibly...
Now, when we see things like this, it does look like he's kind of doing a variation of Man Sao Wu Sao, and that's fine.
intercept through the center.
Now, those were clear boxing punches. Okay.
While he was moving backwards.
Okay, still a little bit of boxing.
Apart from that,
that was some Wing Chun. Did you see that Pak? That was some Wing Chun.
Basics are basics.
Okay, I don't know what he was doing there. It looked like just a millisecond or two of Chi Sao.
You should keep your hands up and move well if you intend to fight.
Alright, so the point is that we just saw the Fight Science narrator using a mixture of a little bit of boxing. He was shuffling and parrying with Wing Chun. But the point of this is he was still using some Wing Chun. The other guy wasn't.